Hi there, Doc from BarcastAudio here today again with another MBE question of the day. We're going to be going through one quick multiple choice question as tested on the bar exam. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. Okay, before we get started, be sure to check us out at BarcastAudio.com. Be sure to subscribe to this channel for more of these videos. Over at BarcastAudio, we have audio outlines, essay attack sheets, everything you can need to pass the bar exam. We have it over there for you. If you're interested in private tutoring sessions, you can email me at the email address in the link below. Until then, let's kind of jump right into this MBE question of the day. Okay, so today's MBE question of the day is as follows. An agent engaged an inexperienced actress to do a small role in a new Broadway play for a period of 6 months at a salary of $200 per week. The actress turned down another role in order to accept this engagement. On the third day of the run, the actress was hospitalized with influenza and a replacement was hired to do the part. A week later, the actress recovered, but the agent refused to accept her services for the remainder of the contract period. The actress then brought an action against the agent for breach of contract. Which of the following, if true, would adversely affect the actress's rights in her action against the agent? A. The agent could only find one replacement who demanded a contract for a minimum of 6 months if she was to perform at all. B. The replacement, by general acclaim, was much better in the role than the original actress had been. C. The agent had offered the original actress a position as a replacement understudy at a salary of $100 a week, which the original actress declined. D. The agent had offered the actress a secretarial position at a salary of $300 a week, which the actress declined. Okay, so take a second, think through the answer here, read through this again, I would suggest. I know it should be popping up on screen here. I don't really know how these quizzes really work yet, but I'm looking forward to seeing how they sort of check out. But then I will jump right into explaining this one. Okay, so the first sort of issue that you're always going to want to think through in these is the issue of what is being tested. So what is being tested in this question? What subject of our MBE subjects? Contracts. This is a contracts question. And contracts should jump out to you because we're really talking about duties to one another and what parties owe another duty. And I know I've referenced duties in regard to torts, but it's a little bit different here because there is an engagement in terms of like responsibilities and finances that often arises. When you see monetary damages and for a certain set period, a person was contracted to essentially do a service or to buy goods, you're going to think this is a contracts question, and it seems pretty apparent here. The secondary thing is this is really about constructive conditions, and it's really about breach and when a breach is material. Because the question here is whether the actress's breach in terms of being unable to perform due to her influenza was a material breach justifying the undermining of the discharge of the hiring party's duties under their contract. The correct answer to this one is going to be A. And the answer is the agent could only find one replacement who demanded a contract for a minimum of 6 months if she was to perform at all. So under the doctrine of constructive conditions, a party's material breach of an obligation can have the effect of discharging the other party's obligations under a contract. That means, for all intents and purposes, the only way that the hiring party here could have their duties discharged would be if the actress's breach of being unable to perform was in fact a material breach. There's going to be a number of factors that the courts will look at to determine whether a breach is material, but one of those factors is going to be whether the parties can actually cure that breach, the breaching party, whether there are monetary damages able to attempt to sort of cure that breach, and to what extent the breach materially deprives the non-breaching party of their expectations under the contract itself. So here the party who contracted the singer, the performer, or the actress, to perform on Broadway did not receive the substantial benefit of having that party perform on Broadway because of their influenza. So in all likelihood, the fact that they could only hire somebody for a 6-month term to replace that actress would be a justifiable set of circumstances to justify a material breach here. So that's why if the agent says I can only find a replacement who could work this for 6 months, that's in all likelihood going to be a justifiable response to what would be a material breach by the woman who could not perform, the actress who could not perform. And that's why the correct answer to this one would be A. Be sure to subscribe to the channel for more of these videos. Be sure to check us out at BarcastAudio.com. Until later, I will talk to you guys soon. Bye now.